I'm back, and you bitches really mad. Cause it's your girl Pimpy, Pimpy. I got them punches in my them bitches mad. Dusty, crusty bitches really need a fucking man. Got these bitches mad. Dusty, crusty, yeah, that just really need a fucking man. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to start my video over. Someone decided to FaceTime me with his ass out smacking and shaking his ass. The shit was disgusting. Like, we're gonna talk about this in this video too, why boys do stuff like this. It's just disgusting to me. But back to what I was saying, okay. So like I said, Malik, the actor, decided to come out not come out. I don't want to keep saying it come out. He decided to admit that he was attracted to trans women. And I respect that he was man enough to admit that as a man with kids, a man that's a celebrity, a man that's in the spotlight. For him to be able to admit that he's attracted to what he's attracted to, that's a big step. And we all know that recently a man who also decided to come out and admit that he was attracted to trans, he had killed himself. I don't know the reasons. I'm hearing it was because he overdosed on pills or something like that. So I send my condolences to him, his family, his girlfriend, everybody. So Malik decided to come out. And like I was saying, it was a transgender woman. She's older now. She's decided to blast him by saying when she was younger, 13 years old, Malik had paid her $80 for sexual favors, and that it was against her will, and that he needed to be brought to light. And she said that Malik should have been paying for transgender surgery since he's so attracted to transgenders and blah, 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 blah. And I was saying that I remember when my mom had sent me away to this program in New York City called Green Chimney. It was on 21st, between 1st and 2nd in Lower Manhattan. I remember, at that age being there, and I was there with a lot of girls who was from New York City, and they was in that program because they was homeless. They had decided to come out to their family and friends, and their family and friends or family had sent them there, and they had nowhere to go. And I remember a lot of them girls at that age, like we was like 13, 14, 15 years old. A lot of them went to the village, and they went there to sell their body. Transgender escort and been something that been going on for years and years and years and years and years. Where we go and we sell ourselves, and guys come pay for us, straight guys, gay guys, DL guys, whatever the case might be. So, and a lot of us started off at a young age because that's where we went to make money. We were taught from older girls is this is how you go make money, or we looked up to certain girls and this is how they made money. So it's been a generation after generation after generation after generation type of thing. So when the girl said that Malik messed with her when she was young, and I said that it could be a possibility because I do know that we was out there at a young age, but we wasn't telling the guys how old we was. We was young as fuck, but the guys wasn't caring. They was pulling up, paying for what they wanted, and they go on with their day. So I could honestly say that maybe Malik didn't know she was underage, or maybe he did know. But I was trying to figure out why did she wait till all these years later, and now that he decided to admit his attraction to transgender woman, to decide that she wanted to say that this man was having sex with her or whatever the case might be. So for me, I'm not gonna say it was for clout. I'm not gonna say it was for clout because I'm gonna say it was for clout. The reason why I'm gonna say it was for clout because I feel like you could have been, if this was something that was really bothering you and you stated in your videos that you have sued the state of New York for human trafficking and all this stuff. Why didn't you mention this then? You have seen this man on TV. You have seen this man doing all this stuff. Why do you wait now when a black man is finally able to admit something that half of the world would never admit? Half of these guys would never in the world admit that they are attracted to transgender because they're so worried about what society is going to think about them. So you finally have a man who's willing to admit it, or willing to admit his attraction to transgenders. You decide to come out and say that this man, and I really, and I know that a lot of us was out there doing this willingly. I know a lot of us was out there because we knew that this was fast money. We needed money. We knew that this was fast money, and it become a lifestyle to become addicted. I mean, I just felt like if something happened and something happened, and why now, just now, sis, and I'm not judging you, and I'm not saying that you're wrong because some people take longer to admit abuse. Because I know when I was abused as a child. Right. And I totally agree. And it's like, yeah, he been in movies, he been doing all that stuff. Why now? She's a Puerto Rican transgender woman, and she's now saying that he did this to her. But it's like, sis, I'm sure that you have slept with a lot of older men back then. Why you want to just put him out there? Why? It's because he's a celebrity. This man had been in so many movies. You could have been spoke up and said something about this, and that's why a lot of men are afraid. You knew about him before? No, not me. I never had an affair with this man. I never met this man. I never slept with this man. I'm saying that someone had came out on him. Not me. I never had an affair with him. I wish I did by then. So I just felt like, for me, I just felt like now you're trying to ruin him. Are you looking for a come up? Are you looking for some money? Because you already had stated how you sued the whole state of New York and all this other stuff. So for me, I feel like she just trying to, like, from talking to other girls that know her, I have been inbox number stuff, and they said that she's like just clout chasing, that she just clout chasing, that she just wants some money and whatever the case might be. So you about to ruin this man's life by making it seem like he slept with you under law. You say how New York got these new laws and stuff. You mention this because it's like, girl, you're trying to ruin this man. This man is standing up for us. This man is speaking up for us transgenders. He's speaking up for us. We're not going to find too many men that's going to sit and say, I am attracted to transgender women. I find them equal. This is what I like. Not too many men are going to do that. That's why we constantly get these guys, this perverts that don't care about us. All they want to do is fuck us, make us suck and whatever other sexual things, and treat us like shit, that don't want to wife us up. That's not going to do none of that. You finally get a man that can admit what he's attracted to, admit that this is what he like, and you're going to drag him and bash him. Won't you drag them guys that don't give a fuck about us, the ones that use us for sex and still call us fags and homos and do all the grimy shit that they do? You're going to address this. And if this man did do this, sis, I feel like you could have spoke up. You said this happened when you was 13. You look like you older than me, sis. They say she stated she spoke up because he spoke out and acting like it's something brand new to like transgender women. But the main concern for her is she was messing with minors, and that should not be associated with the trans community. Okay. And I understand that, and you're right. He was messing. Okay, I remember, and this me being real. I'm as real as I could be. I was 15 years old when I was first introduced to the stroll in New York City, the same area that she was talking about. I was out there willingly by myself, and I decided to do these activities because I wanted to do it for the money. So what I'm saying is, even if he's finally admitting it or whatever the case might be, even if she's saying don't associate this with the transgender life, what I'm saying, if this is something that really affected her, well, I never heard her blast him before he came out. I feel like this is all now all of a sudden because, here to show support like button. I just feel like, at this point of just watching her lives and what I seen from it, I just felt like even that, I haven't never heard of nothing about him, so he just admitted about what he's attracted to. And I feel like she's saying that she spoke to other people and they saying that he did this to them. And if this is the case, if he is out here having sex with minors and stuff, yeah, he should be accountable for whatever he do. But she's the only one so far that I heard anything from. And if it bothered her and the things that she was saying, why he didn't pay for her surgeries and all this other stuff. And I'm sure that's not the only man that she, at her age, when she was out there prostituting, slept with. I believe now, that part I believe. I feel like somebody trying to blackmail him. Somebody told him that they was going to expose him. And that's why he's coming out. Now, that's what I believe. And I didn't. And it's so funny. Me and my best friend were just speaking about this. I feel like somebody's forcing him to come out because the wife said that she knew about if you read what the wife just posted, the baby mother, she said she knew since last month about his relation with a trans. So he was in a relationship with a trans who threatened to expose him. And what he doing is exposing himself before that person had the chance to do it. Now, that's what I'm saying, because the baby mother said that he should have sat down with the kids and explained this to the kids before it got this far. So I totally agree that somebody is pressuring him to come out. Somebody is got some dirt on him, and they threatened to spill it, and then he said, "Fuck it," before you spill it, because maybe he didn't have them out. I believe that now he didn't have the amount that the person was asking for. So he said, fuck it. He did a Kevin Hart. When Kevin Hart got caught cheating, you know how Kevin Hart exposed himself because he was being blackmailed. I believe that was going on with Malik. Either like even with DJ from New York, DJ what's his name, DJ C or whatever his name was, he was forced, like he kept getting caught with transgenders and stuff, and he had no choice but to come out the closet. So do I think that he was willingly coming out the closet because of what happened to Reese? No, I believe that he came out and admitted that he was attracted to trans because some transgender out there was going to expose him, and he didn't. Before they could expose him, he wanted to be in front of it, period. He wanted to be in front of it so it couldn't get out there. And I totally agree with that. I totally agree that whoever was going to expose him, he beat them to the punch because he knew that this was going to come out sooner or later. So I totally do that. So and that's the problem with guys, okay? And I say these two guys all the time. Okay, you can be attracted to what you're attracted to. But my thing is, a lot of guys mess with transgender. I don't know what could have had took place between him and the transgender or the person allegedly who's trying to put him out there. I don't know for sure if somebody's trying to expose him. But I don't think that he just decided I'm gonna wake up and in support of Reese because Reese's story been going on for the past couple weeks. So for him just to come out and the girlfriend, the baby mom said that she knew about this since a month ago. So somebody it got exposed to her. I know how the game go. It's no shade. I know how the game go. You threaten, you gonna tell the wife, you gonna tell everybody. So he had to go to her first and say, listen, this is about to hit out there. This is about to get out there. I need you to know that this is what I'm into. She, being a baby mom, she's gonna keep the secret. She don't want to put that out there. She's thinking about her kids. She's thinking about how embarrassing that's going to be. So she don't put that out there. So she allowed him to do it. He sat down. He talked to his team. He explained to his team, and the team said, you know what? The best thing for you to do is beat the person to it. Beat the person to it before he get out there. And that's what he did. He beat the person to it, got out there. But what I'm saying is, as far as him messing with the kids part or the minor part, I don't know how true that is. I mean, I know when I was a teenager, it was grown men that was pulling up on me, messing around with me. Do I remember each of their face? No, that's what I'm saying. When you an escort, you don't barely remember these guys' faces. I'm sorry, let's be real. When you an escort, you in and out of cars, you in and out of cars. Who have time to remember every face of a car that you get in and out of? I could have probably been in and out of celebrity cars when I was young. I wouldn't remember, especially at the age of 13. I don't remember how many cars I was getting in and out of or how many dicks I probably had to suck. She was in New York. I know back then the money in New York was coming like this. So when you got a one car, you in another car. So how do you remember that was Malik that you was in? Who car you was in? And now you're like around my age or you're almost 30. Like, how do you just remember that? That's just the only part that's a little fishy to me. Do I believe he been fucking transgenders? Yes. I believe he probably been fucking transgenders for his whole probably since he was able to fuck. He always been attracted to them. This is something he always done. Have he probably fucked a couple underage ones in New York City? Yes, because when they start pulling up, they not asking how old we are. They saying how much. We giving them a price. They getting a dick sucked. They fucking. They going over. They dropping you back off at the spot they picked you up, and they going on with their life. So my thing is, it's to the point now that this been going on for generation for transgenders. It gets to the point now where we have to stop the cycle for this new generation that is coming up. Because none of us is getting nowhere from it. That's not. No, I have experience, but I can't believe that TS remember his face because of TV. Not that I have experience, but I can't believe that TS remember his face because of TV. But that's right. My question is, if Malik came out or if it was leaked, won't the impact be the same? It still comes. It's still some good tea versus Carell, but it looks like he wants sympathy points. Of course I totally agree. Of course he wants sympathy points because now what's about to happen, I'm going to give you a step, but like Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X decided to come out the closet. Lil Nas X might never get a number one again. Before people found out Lil Nas X was, whatever, was when they thought he was straight. You know, everybody wanted to work with him. Everybody was riding his wave. Since he came out the closet, nobody really want to work with him. They let a bullshit song beat him out of. They finally got him out that number one spot. He's never going to probably see that number one spot again because in the industry, I was always told that they is not supportive of the gay movement. They just not having it. They're not going to have a gay rapper become very famous. They're not with it. Look at Frank Ocean. His career went downhill once we all realized he was singing about a fucking man. They is not having it. So his career, he know that his career is about to go downhill. No shows and stuff ain't really about to pick him up. He's gonna get probably a couple gay offerings, a gay, gay scripts and stuff. But he's not probably going to get the deals that he was getting. And it's sad to say, but that's just how it is in the industry. So at this point of his life, he wants something. He want to feel bad her. He's trying to get on the show Pose. The transgender she's supposed that. He's trying to get on Pose now. So what he's going to do is use this LGBT. Is Malik came out or is it okay? He came out. So even if, let me give you an example. So now that he's going to now take every opportunity that the gays throw at him because he wants to make it feel like he support the whole LGBT movement. I just don't believe he just woke up and said, I'm just going to come out. Something is forced him out. So now what he's going to do is, of course, he's going to use it for the sympathy. Yes, he's going to get whatever comes his way. And of course, they're going to continue to use us. Let me tell you something. Until us LGBTs put our foot down, we have to support each other. Like, we have LGBT rappers and singers out there that's really about our lifestyle, that been in our lifestyle, but not getting. We have to push them. We have to stream their music. We have to come together, have our own record label where we don't got to go to Def Jam or none of that. We have to come with our own label where we push our own LGBTs and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of gay men, transgender women, transgender men that can rap and sing, but there's never going to get that if we don't stick by our own people. Because no shade, the music industry ain't having it. They ain't having it. They not having it. They don't care. They not having it. So it's not going to be like that until we stick with our own people and we support our own people. We have to stop allowing that these celebrities to finally say I'm gay. For example, when Nicki Minaj first came out, she told the world she was bisexual. She liked it men and women. Then she said in an interview that she wasn't gay at all. So we was out here buying all her music, streaming her, doing all that stuff, thinking she's part of us. She's pretending like she's half part rainbow, half part straight. And the whole time the girl wasn't gay at all. We allow celebrities continue to brand off us, use us, and then they don't even accept us. And they don't even accept us. They don't want to work with us because we're gay. They don't want to work with us because we this. They don't. How long are we going to continue to allow that to happen? I am actually about to start reaching out to schools and stuff that deals with LGBTs and stuff. And I'm about to start speaking at school. I don't want this younger generation to make the mistakes that my generation and generations before have done. I don't want them to feel like they have to sell their ass. I don't feel like they have to allow a man to rape and abuse them and take advantage of them because they feel like they have no other options. I don't want them to feel like they are alone because family and stuff want to turn their back on them because they choose to be gay. We are here to help them. They need to know that they have our support. They need to know that they have our love. They need to know that they are not alone. And that's on period. So if you know a trans person and you support them and you love them and you are there for them, help them. We have to stop having this drama and stuff in our community. We got to stop having that beef. We have to let the new generation know that you don't have to sell your ass. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to be taken advantage of. A lot of men look at us as sex symbols, something to get their nut off, something to, they don't want to get to know us. They don't want to take us serious. They're not trying to wife us. They're not even trying to be seen in public with half of us because they're so busy worried about what society thinks. But we continue to sleep with these men, continue to let them use us and get a nut off of us. But they don't even respect us enough to even be seen and love us for who we really are. What part of the game is that? What part of the game are we going to continue to be used and used and abused? How long are us transgender females are going to feel like we have to play second to anything? Any man that date me is going to be seen with me in public. Any man that date me is not going to use me as a secret, because at the end of the day, we have to love ourselves and know what we're going to accept. And we just have to. So until we do that, we are not going to be able to be respected. We have to be demanding respect. So yes, I am asking any other transgenders and LGBTs that want to team up with me, and let's start doing summits for the youngers. Currently in Atlanta, but we can travel to different states. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to put more time and my energy into now to the younger generation. Let's go to these schools. They have all gay programs and group homes where these, LGBTs are in. Let's go there. Let's tell our stories, and let's try to help prevent them from doing it. Let's let them know they can go to college. They can be doctors, lawyers, whatever they want to be. They are loved. They're not alone. They can do whatever opportunities that are out there for them. They don't have to make the mistakes that we have made. So if you are willing to do this, you can email me at binbad101@gmail.com. We can get this together. I want to start this. School have just started up. Let's do this for our community. Let's do this. I know that I have been on my life. I have read people. I have talked about people. I have said fucked up shit to people. I have probably done had said things that hurt people. But I apologize to anybody I genuinely hurt it. Anybody that I had said fucked up shit to. I can't take back what I said, but I can genuinely from my heart on everything I love apologize. At this point in my life, just hearing and just seeing that so many LGBTs are being murdered, that's being killed, just seeing that the new generation that's coming up, that they are making the same mistakes as we have made. It's things in my life that I wish that I could go back and change. I wish that I was never introduced into the stroll. I wish that I didn't even have to sell myself, because I knew my family would have given me whatever I want. But following the trend and thinking this is what transgenders are supposed to do, we have to make it where these new ones don't feel like they have to do this. So we have to save our community. We have to save these young trans for killing themselves, for being raped, being past HIV, being going through all that they are going through at their age. And who's going to stop it but us? So if you're willing to team up with me, safe and go save our youth, save our young LGBTs, to email me and let's do this together. And it won't get done until we put our foot down. I would do it by myself. I'm going to start Googling different places, and I'm about to go and see where they allowed me to come and do it. And that's just that. How do I feel about the Marvy situation? Um, the Marvy situation kind of touched me in a couple ways. Maurice was a man who, my boyfriend was murdered. He didn't kill himself. He was murdered. But my man, I was his first ever transgender situation, any of that LGBT situation. But he came out of that closet for me. He didn't care because he genuinely loved me. Maurice was man enough to admit that he was attracted to transgender women. I believe that he used the drugs and stuff to cover up the hurt and pain that he was going through from family and the society. We watched a video of a bunch of guys recording him and laughing at him and picking on him because he admitted to liking trainees. And I think sometimes that pressure be so hard on a person. Like for me, sometimes I read comments and people say fucked up shit to me under my YouTube comments, right? And I can accept it. I don't let it bother me because I'm a strong-hearted person. But everybody's not like that. Some people can't accept that. So I'm very abusive and things like that because of the drugs and stuff. I believe that he loved his girlfriend. I believe the abuse. I think a lot of guys who take change to become abusive because of the pressure they go through with society. And sometimes that becomes too much for them. It broke my heart that, he overdosed and he died. And I was reading stories about how the girlfriend was scamming people out of GoFund money and stuff like that. And that broke my heart because that man generally loved her. He wasn't afraid to, he had her name tatted big as hell on his face. He wasn't afraid to say that this was his girlfriend. He didn't give a fuck what nobody thought. That means a lot. So to hear that he was bullied and picked on and things like that because of that, and I felt so bad for him. And it was just like a bad thing. But my things for Maurice is I commend him. He was a young king who stood in his truth. He was a young king that didn't care what society think. He was a young king that, you know, that did what he had to do. So I commend any man that can be honest with his sexuality. Any man that can accept this is what I like, this is who I'm going to be with. And that's just that we as the world make it so hard for men to do that because we pick and bully and laugh at them. Ah, you gay, you this, that, and the third. We have to stop doing that. We say we want guys to live their truth, but when they live their truth, it don't work. When they live, when we live their truth, it just don't work. But I went out my day. Let me make a couple announcements. So as we all know, I announced on Instagram that starting tomorrow, I'm coming back out with my Spin Bad show, where it's gonna be a fun show. I'm gonna be doing pranks. I'm gonna be doing all type of stuff, talk about topics like this, having people call in to to get feedback, advice from Bin Bad, different fun things and serious things. Laugh. We're gonna laugh together. We're gonna cry together. I'm actually got my website created. I'm gonna activate it tonight. I'm gonna be back selling my t-shirts. I'm coming out with my Bin Bad extension line. I'm working on my lashes line. My book I'm trying to release for my birthday is in January. So I'm trying to release my book January 2020. And now I'm going to start trying to go to different schools and advocate for the younger generation and just try to help them. That is something that I'm really going to start trying to do this starting next week. So I'm going to start here in Atlanta. I'm going to go back to my hometown, Jersey, New York. If you know any other places, schools and stuff or anything, email me at binbad101@gmail.com. If you got questions that you want me to answer on my show, topics or something that's going on in your life, you can email me at binbad101@gmail.com. And we gonna be live. I'm gonna be going live every Thursday at 8, 9-ish color people time. Y'all know how I roll. And we just gonna do it. I'm gonna take time out my day. I have my new green screen that I got that's getting put up tomorrow. And I'm just back in full effect. And bitch, I'm gonna continue to be the real. But if you know a man that's coming out and decide to be real itself, be supportive. Don't judge them. Don't laugh at them. Don't pick on them. If you know someone that's gay, don't pick on them. Don't bully them. Just let them live their truth. It's already hard living this lifestyle. And we don't need to be picked on. I love everybody that tuned in at the last minute. I didn't tell nobody I was going to do it. I just did at the last minute. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for always riding with me. Until next time, it's Bin Bad, got these bitches mad. Bin Bad, got these bitches mad. Bin Bad, had they man. This God is really working on you. I can see the change because I've been following you on YouTube. Keep up the good work. What God has for anybody can't take that away. I appreciate you. And I thank everybody that been rocking with me since this going on a year. Going on a year when everything happened with exposing the guys and all that stuff. I tried to move away from that in my life. But everybody that have watched me grow, I had lost my grandma, I had lost my boyfriend. I was an angry person, but I'm grown into a more mature adult that want to do more better things. Yes, at times I'm still messy. At times I'm still drama. Sometimes I'm still chaotic. But I'm a human being. It's going to take time for me to change. But I'm going to work on it, continue to work on it. But people that have been rocking with me since day one, y'all see my growth. Y'all see my change. And I always said that I wanted to help the youth, but I never went about it. But now is my chance with my platform and stuff to help the youth, to go to these schools and stuff. So I just hope that people team up with me and do it, and let's do it together. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.